Hi crypto kings and queens, we're looking at Bitcoin on the 12-hour chart today again, and the market went straight down. We could potentially now see the market actually breaking to the upside for a pullback, and I am having two targets and I'm basing that off two different time frames with the Fibonacci. What I'll do is that I'm taking a Fibonacci on the 12-hour chart, and as you can see that I'm using for the 8,600, we can also use for the 9,125. If we potentially see the market coming up to that level and see reversal patterns, the market is obviously on its way down, or could potentially. But what I also did was that I was going to the 4-hour chart, and I'm also taking a Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point, and you can see that I am using for the 7,440 to see if we're coming up to that level, because sometimes when the market is having such huge momentum as we're having right now to the downside, you can see so many red candles. That could be that we're just having a quick pullback and then market continues to the downside. But if I see the market breaking this level that we did have on the Fibonacci from the 4-hour chart, I am using the 12-hour chart's Fibonacci instead to see how market's going to behave around that level. That is also combined with the counter trend line that we did break yesterday, and the targets that I'm having is based on this previous level that we did have before around 43,000. We can also come back down to 40,500, but the first target that I am looking at is 43,000, because after that we just might see the market slowly breaking to the upside. But this is the first target that I'm having, and after that I'm looking if the market starts to break to the upside again, or if we're continuing even more back down on Bitcoin. We're looking at Solana on the daily chart, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm taking a Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point, and we could see that the market was in a uptrend, but we did break the higher low when we broke around 174, and right now we just might see a retest against that level. But I am taking the Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point to see if the market will come up to the Fibonacci levels around 176 and 181, and if we see the market giving us rejections around this level, that could take us back down to 144 and 123. With that, we will also have a head and shoulders against this Fibonacci levels. We're having three confirmations. First of all, we did break the downtrend when we did break this previous higher low. If we're coming up and retest the Fibonacci levels, that is the second confirmation, and with that you're also having a bearish reversal pattern, and that is the head and shoulders, and that could take us back down to the targets that I was talking about. We can also see that on the lower time frames, because right now you can see that we're having right now an evening start right here around a previous support level, as you can see. So this is telling me the market could potentially come up a little bit more, so we don't have to wait for the daily to close. We can see that the market, when the market comes up to these levels on the lower time frames and we start to see rejections around this level, that is actually when we can go into the lower time frames and see sell opportunities. This is what I'm expecting right now on Solana, but obviously we want to see the market respecting the Fibonacci levels to go into a short position. Otherwise the market could definitely continue back up. That is why we're always have to follow what the market is doing. We are using these different levels to see how market's behaving around them, and after that we're taking a decision. Do I have to wait, or am I selling the market?